A lot of people ask me to talk a little bit more about the gig apps I do. This one right here came through Thursday, March the 16th, late Thursday evening for Friday. This is DeliverThat app. Set myself up for the next day. And I'm going to see, can I get another one? And not even 5 minutes later, I was able to snag another job from DeliverThat for the next day. Early tomorrow morning, which will be March the 17th. So now, as you can see, I have two jobs back to back, and it's extremely hard to do this. So I'm off to have a good Friday. All right, so I have two orders today with DeliverThat. The first one is due at 7:55 a.m. to be dropped off about 8:20 a.m. And the second one is to be picked up at 9:30 a.m. and dropped off by 9:45 a.m. So I make about $70, and I'm gonna say about 3 hours of my time. The first pickup is 5 minutes from my house, literally 5 minutes, if that. And then it's about a 25-minute drive to the drop-off. And then the second one is actually in the same area as the drop-off for the first one. So I just got to camp out for a little bit and wait till it's time to pick it up. Do that one. I'll be done by 10 a.m. with these two. A good way to start a Friday off. I kind of do some videos, kind of show you how I go. But take a look at this. 30 minutes prior to a delivery, you have to start the job up. So let's do that. Okay, so let's navigate to DeliverThat app. All right. So this is Friday morning. As you can see, I have two jobs. You have one at the top, one at the bottom, and it does a countdown for each job. As you can see, the one at the top is 30 minutes prior to the job. DeliverThat requires you to start the job 30 minutes prior. Even if you're not leaving to head toward that job, you have to start up. And as you can see at the bottom, I started it up. It went from blue to orange. Isn't it beautiful in the morning? It's that time of the year where the sun come up a little later. So yeah, they kind of get adjusted to doing that. But getting ready to pull off into the first stop. And the forecast says it's going to be raining all day today. So I'm going to give you kind of how a typical Friday is for me, what I'm going to do for the whole day. But raining, guess what? Raining means more money in DoorDash. They pay bonus. So I will make I may be able to pick up another DeliverThat order depending on if another one comes through. So I may be able to make about 100 there. Take a look at this video. As you can see, I had one car that was supposed to be returned today at 11 a.m. He extended in the middle of the night, earned an extra $83. So hopefully I get another DeliverThat order. If not, I just do DoorDash. I probably do DoorDash, I'm gonna say 8 p.m. Be good to make like $400 or $500 today. But here's kind of the setup. Like, this is my trunk. As you can see, I'm a Turo host, a little everything else. But these are my DeliverThat bags. And of course I have a couple of DoorDash bags, and I will use these for DeliverThat when I have a huge order. All right, let's take a look at this forecast for today. As you can see, it's going to be raining all day long. Some people see it as a gloomy day. I see it as a profitable day. I'm finna get to it. I don't mind getting wet. People don't want to drive DoorDash during that time. I love to hop on and make good money. And as you can see right here, I have two cars due back Sunday, so I only have one on the property at the moment. And one of those two cars was actually due back at 11 a.m. today, but as you can see, at 1 a.m. in the morning, he extended. So that was a good way to start the day off with an extra $84 for 2 days. All right, getting ready to pull into the first destination to pick up the order. Like I said, Not even 5 minutes away from the house. More like 2 minutes. It's picking up from Cracker Barrel. But I kind of wanted to touch on something. Give me 1 second here. So, I have a bachelor's degree in business, and I've been in management for 23 plus years before I went out on my own. And something I had to get past, which I think a lot of people have to get past, is pride. I'm accustomed to making 6 figures or a little bit lower than 6 figures. But, you know, somebody see you doing a delivery or a catering order and not know the whole total package of what you do, you kind of like, man, you know, and they know that you successful manager, they probably work for you. And so, you know, that's just something you have to get past personally, because I'm probably going to make more this year than I made before. I'm really going for it. And I work for myself, something I always wanted to do. I was never happy working for a company. Although I was really good at it. I won trips to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Mexico twice, all-inclusive trips, being the top manager in the company. But I'll touch up a little bit more on my history later, but just kind of want to go over that. As you pull up to your destination, the app will automatically mark you as arrived. As you can see, it's striped out at the top, which is the first step on the process. All right, so we got the first order loaded up. Look like they have a little OJ coffee, then the rest of it is condiments and syrup. Now with the hot foods, I've had it spill on me a couple times, so I kind of like to position it where I know I gotta have this part down here at a certain angle so that it won't spill on me inside the bag. Then I have to clean inside the bag because I got another delivery. Alright, pulling up for first delivery. It is actually at a doctor's office, gastro something. Don't ask me to repeat that. But I'll give you a follow-up once we get in. So you have to set it up once you deliver it. Now if you get your setup complete, you get them to check and sign off on that, and you're out of here. You just gotta ask them if they want the lids on or off. After you get a signature and snap a photo of your work, you just have to slide at the bottom to complete the job. As you see, it went from red to blue. All right, so first order complete. As you can see, it's a fairly quick process. I showed you the setup. You just, once you get it in, you have to set it up and ask them, is everything okay? And you snap your picture, you gather your signature, and then you up out of there. So I got about an hour before the next catering order. But the way I picked them is, the next one is down here. I'm about 20 minutes away from home. So I'm gonna hang out down here for about 45 minutes before I show up to the next place. Go get my coffee. Gotta have my coffee. I haven't had my coffee in this morning. And that's a must. But we all took a good start for the day. And let me show you something. I'm gonna show you toward the end how much you earn off those DeliverThat orders. The way they pay is kind of tricky because you won't see how much you made up front. You'll see the base pay plus extra mileage pay beyond a certain distance, and then the rest is gonna be gratuity. And the way they do gratuity is all of the gratuities for, I guess, that particular day, they split it up amongst the delivery guys, and they typically range anywhere from $22 to $25. So you make about $30-something on each one of these. Gassed up for today, so I won't have to stop for gas. Got my coffee, so now I'm good to go. This is a good time for me to be adventurous and to try stuff out and not see if I can make this successful, to be successful on my own. All my kids are grown. I have 6 kids. My youngest is 21. My oldest is 28. Between them, they have 4 bachelors, 1 master's. They doing pretty good. They're making their own money, living their lives. The youngest one stayed with me, the 21-year-old, trying to help her get her life together, get a game plan together since college one thing for her. But just to give you a little insight on my personal life. But I'm gonna head to the next destination, sit there, drink my coffee until it's time to walk in the door. This is crazy. Guess what? And this wasn't planned, but my next pickup stop was right across the street from where I got my coffee and my gas at. Right there, Subway. It should be pretty easy. Shouldn't be a lot to have to worry about spilling and whatnot picking up from a Subway, but I'ma just chill here for a minute. I'm one of those people that just gotta be on time no matter what. I am who I am. It drives people that like to be late crazy. My employees used to be praying that I would be late so they can call me out on it. Okay, so all loaded up with the Subway catering order, as you can see. Sometimes they make it easy for you. Like, they actually had theirs in boxes, and I got about 4 gallons of tea in the trunk. But guess what? Only 3 minutes away. Man, easy money, baby. Right, in and out of there in about 5 minutes. Everything's in the box. They pretty much just wanted to sat on the table, set the gallons of tea on the table. Done, boom, I'm finished. Check this out. All right, after the job complete, you just gotta slide saying finishing the job at the bottom. As you can see, it turned from orange to red. And then you have to slide again saying the job is complete. Once you slide that, it'll show 0 jobs. Both jobs done for today, and you're moving on. This was the setup of the last gig. Just pretty much just setting it on the table. That's all he wanted. So guess what? Just as soon as I got done hitting finish on that order, another one came through on my phone, just like I was hoping that it would when I stated earlier. So check this out with the next one. All right, so this is one that popped up. It's about 20 minutes away from my location, but generally in the same area. So I was able to snag this one up. But let's talk about how the pay works a little bit. You have a base pay, which is right there. You can see it's $10.96. You'll have adjustment pay if you have to wait long. And sometimes it's a mileage pay. But the larger part is the gratuity. You won't see that till a few days later. But it ranges from $22 to $25. We are arriving at catering order number 3, Ruby Tuesday. It was about a 25-minute ride, and I think the drop-off is no more than about 10 to 15 minutes. So this should be a fairly quick job.
Arrived.
I arrived at 10:14. The scheduled pickup is at 10:35. They're still working on it. For the first 2, they had it ready, although I got there early. Because I like to arrive early to everything I do. But I'm in no rush. You know, the app keep track of what time you arrive, what time you depart, and all that good stuff. So if they take longer than 15 minutes past the departure time, I get compensated for extra time also. I've had that happen once, but keep you posted. All right, finally got this one loaded up. This a pretty large one, as you can see. Got the trunk filled. Also got some in the back seat. Another big box over there. So let's get on the way. All right, pulling in to the next catering drop off. It was only like 5 minutes away. So all working out awesome. Get this knocked out. All right, they had a cart for me, so I used the cart to get the rest of it. Make it easier trip. Okay, so everything's set up, unboxed. I already got my signature. So as you can see, there was a larger one. So the gratuity should be a little bit higher, but we all set. So this order was on the 3rd floor, so that cart came in pretty handy. But Mission complete. That's 3 catering orders this morning. And it's around 11 a.m. Sweet deal. Okay, so it's 11:25 a.m. We started at 7:45, so it's been about 4 hours. I did 3 catering orders. They range anywhere from $33 to $50. So I'm just gonna do an average of $35 each. So we're at $105 for catering orders. And also, as I showed you earlier in the video, in the middle of the night by 1 a.m., one of my cars that was scheduled to come back at 11 a.m. got extended, and that was an additional. So we're roughly at about $188 so far by 11:26 a.m. I know I originally said I had a goal of 300, but I think we can do a little better than that 300. We're gonna shoot for 4 or 5, somewhere between 400 and 500. See what we can do. I'm gonna log off for a little bit, run a few errands, then I'll probably do some DoorDash. See what we can do on DoorDash. Friday, the busiest day, and it's raining. Bonus. So you can make anywhere from $25 to $30 an hour doing DoorDash on a Friday. Let's go. Okay, so these are the 3 DeliverThat orders I completed today. And you get a breakdown for each one, although you're not going to see the total amount you made. Like I said before, you get the base pay, sometimes extra mileage pay. You get paid for having to sit longer than 15 minutes. And then you'll see the gratuity pay probably about 2 to 3 days out after they settle all the gratuities for the driver for that day. But as you can see, after each stop, you collect the signature and a picture. And it won't let you miss anything because you have to get those to move to the next step. But that's a little insight on DeliverThat. Made over $100 on DeliverThat for today. Okay, so before I leave this particular area, something I like to do is, before I go back to my home area, is I'm going to take a look at the other Gigg apps and see if it's a package I can drop off along the way. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at Freight first. Freight is a delivery app. You pick up packages, but I rarely get anything from Freight. Not very active in my area. So let's take a look at Roadie. Now, Roadie has a lot of action in my area, but they're pretty cheap. They don't pay well. So the numbers have to add up right for me to do something for Roadie. And also, as you can see, there's nothing in my area right now for Roadie. The one I see is too far away for me to take. You can see wasn't any packages on Freight or Roadie that we can snatch up real fast. So I'm going to just head on back to the area I like to DoorDash in, which is my home area. Now, Friday, I typically go all day long and try to kill it. I do intermittent fasting. I only eat once a day, and that once a day is sometime after 2 p.m. So I'm going to go hard until it's time to take a break for lunch. But I'm about to run a couple of errands, and I'm going to hop back on, see what I can do in DoorDash. Oh, a trip just got booked. So let me show you that. So that's going to add to our total for today. I started dashing around 12:30 after I got through with, a couple of things. It's now 1:18. I've done 2 drop-offs. I'm at about $20. So I'm going to run dash probably to about 3. Then I'm going to break off and go prep the vehicles, do the pre-trip pictures and all that good stuff. And then dash a little more, come back, get her the vehicle at 6 p.m. But here's the booking. All right, so as you can see, she booked for 6 p.m. pickup later today, bring back Sunday. So now all 3 of my vehicles are due to return back on Sunday. So they leave me Saturday just do Gigg App-ing. But I kind of figured that last one to get booked today. So take a little time out, get that trip prep. And all of these will be remote drop-offs tomorrow because that's personal day. That was the only vehicle I had left. I figured it would be booked at some point today. So I was kind of expecting that and hoping for that. As you can see, all 3 vehicles are gone now to Sunday, which leaves me another day tomorrow to just get out and gig hustle and try to make $200-300. I'm taking Sunday off. for a family function. And see, that's another thing. I got 3 vehicles coming back Sunday, but each one of my vehicles has a lockbox in the glove compartment. I don't tell them till it's time to return the vehicle that it's going to be a remote drop off. And at my place, I had a camera situated on the location where all my vehicles get parked, so I can kind of monitor it from afar. Because, you know, quality of life is the most important thing along with making a living. Let's get back to dashing for a little bit. This is how we're looking so far. From Turo, which I'm counting the extension in the middle of the night for $84, and the new booking that just happened for $84. We're looking at $164 for Turo. And we did 3 catering for DeliverThat. So we're looking at about, I'm estimating, I'm gonna say $110. All right, with DoorDash, so far we've earned $34. I've been at a little bit over an hour. I'm gonna pull away from this in a minute to go prep that vehicle and to eat lunch. I haven't eaten today. So with that $110 or so, we are currently at $310. So we're on good pace. All right, so now it's 3 o'clock. I'm finna go ahead and log off DoorDash for a minute, grab me a bite to eat, and go get this vehicle prep for the pickup. Pickup is at 6 p.m., so I'll probably chill to 6 p.m. Then after that, I'll probably head back out for like 2 or 3 hours at the most. I'm not trying to stay out late, and we'll see how it go. But here's where I'm at so far on DoorDash. Rain, sleet, or snow, these cars, we gotta go. As you can see, it's raining. This black one is the one that's about to go out at 6 p.m. The guy brought it back in pretty decent shape. Obviously, I don't have to do the outside because it's gonna be raining all day, so kind of don't have to worry about that. And on the inside, I just gotta take it and vacuum it a little bit. And a little wipe down. Shouldn't take me no more than about 30, 45 minutes. Someone was about an hour late picking up the car. Of course, you know they always late. So I was like, man, let me get back in the grind mode. You know, she kind of took my groove away. But I'm gonna probably make another 50 to 100 bucks and then call it a night. And then we'll go over the last numbers. Just kind of give y'all an example how it is the DoorDash in Douglasville, Georgia. I try to stay away from these real rural stops. But this one was paying $20. I had to get at it. But it is dark. People be riding up on your bumper, wanting you to speed up because they drive this way every day. And they figure you going too slow. So let me get back up to the city side of the countryside. Always busy outside the call tonight. As you can see, I made an additional $56.36 on DoorDash. Okay, so I hopped back on DoorDash at about 6:45 p.m. It is now 9:27 p.m. I'm gonna call it a day tonight. Although DoorDash is paying out like $3.50 bonus, I can easily make another $150, $200 if I stay out another couple of hours. But I've been going at it all day today. Started my day at about a little bit before 7 a.m. But it wasn't consecutive. You know, I was handling personal items. But let's go over the tally for today. So for today on DoorDash, I made. For DeliverThat, I made. And on Turo, I made. For a grand total of $379 for the day. I'll take that. Appreciate it.